Namaste Bitia, Khush Raho Bitia. Myself JVN Dr. Ritu Sharma, Assistant Professor, Department of Gyneo, Faculty of Homeopathic Science, Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University, Jaipur, Rajasthan. Today in my session is Physiological Changes During Pregnancy Part 3rd. The body and the changes of during pregnancy, body water metabolism. During pregnancy, the amount of water retained at term is about 6.5 liter. The water content of the fetus, placenta, and amniotic fluid is about 3.5 liter. The pregnancy is a state of hypervolemia. There is active retention of sodium, potassium, and water. The important cause of sodium retention and volume overloaded are changing in maternal osmoregulation, increased estrogen and progesterone, increase in renin-angiotensin aldosterone system, that is called RAS activity, increase aldosterone, deoxycorticosterone controlled by arginine vasopressin from the posterior pituitary, and arterial and natriuretic peptide, serum sodium level and plasma osmolarity decreases. There is resting of osmotic threshold for fast and AVP ADH secretion. Plasma level of AVP ADH remains unchanged in spite of increased production. This is due to increased metabolic clearance of AVP by the enzyme vasopressin from the placenta, increase in water intake due to lowered osmotic threshold for thirst causes polyuria in early pregnancy. The threshold for AVP secretion has been reset after 8 weeks for a new steady state of osmolarity. Thereafter, polyuria decreases, arterial and brain diuretic peptides secreted by arterial myocytes and brain ventricles. These acts as diuretic, diuretic, and vasorelaxant. Both the peptide are against the two RAAS, and hematological changes change blood volume. During pregnancy, there is increased vascularity of the enlarging uterus with the interportion of uteroplacental circulation. The activities of all the system are increased. Blood volume is markedly raised during pregnancy. The rise is progressive and inconsistent. All the constituents of blood are affected. With increased blood volume, the blood volume starts to increase from the 6th week, expands rapidly thereafter for maximum 40 to 50% above the non-pregnant level at 30 to 34 weeks. The level remains almost static till delivery. Plasma volume. It starts to increase by 6 weeks and it plateaus at 30 weeks of gestation. The rate of increase almost parallels to the blood volume, but the maximum is reached to the extent of 50%. Total plasma volume increased to the extent of 1.25 liter. The increases is greater in multigravida, in multiple pregnancy, and with large baby. RBC and hemoglobin. The RBC mass is increased to the content of 20 to 30%. The total increase in volume is about 350 ml. This increase is regulated by the increased demand of oxygen transport during pregnancy. RBC mass being to increase at about 10 weeks and continue till term without plateauing. Iron supplementation increase the RBC mass by 30%, reticulocyte count increased by 2%, erythropoietin level is raised. The disproportionate increase in plasma and RBC volume produce a state of homodilution during pregnancy. Thus, even though the total hemoglobin mass increase during pregnancy to the extent of 80 to 20%, there is apparent fall in hemoglobin concentration. At term, the fall is about 2 g% from the non-pregnant value. There is simultaneous fall in number number of red cell by 15 to 20% and hematocrit value hematocrit level. The excess of circulating hemoglobin felt behind after delivery yields iron for the storage. The advantages of relative hemodilution are: first is diminished blood velocity ensure optimum gaseous exchange between the maternal fetal circulation. This is facilitated by lowered oxygen affinity of maternal red cells observed in later half of pregnancy. Second is it protects the woman against the adverse effect of supine and erect posture. And third is protection of the mother against the adverse effect of blood loss during delivery. Leukocyte and immune system. Neutrophilic leukocytosis occurs due to extent of 8,000 per mm cubic and even 20,000 per mm cubic in labor. The increase may be due to rise in the level of estrogen and cortisol. The major changes in the immune system is the modulation away from cell-mediated cytotoxic immune response toward increased humoral or innate immune response. Total protein. Total plasma protein increased from the normal 180 gram non-pregnant and 230 gram at term. However, due to hemodilution, the plasma protein concentration fall from 7 g% to 6 g%. This results in diminished viscosity of blood and reduced colloid osmotic tension because of marked fall in albumin level from 4.3 gram to 3 g%. A fall or about 30 g% and only slight rise of globulin, mainly alpha globulin. The normal globulin ratio 1.7:1 is diminished 1:1. Blood coagulation factor. Pregnancy is a hypercoagulable state. For fibrinogen level is raised by 50% from 200 to 400 mg per dl. In non-pregnant, 300 to 600 mg per dl in pregnancy. Cardiovascular system anatomical changes. Due to elevation of the diaphragm consequent to the enlarged uterus, the heart is pushed upward and upward with slight rotation to left. Abnormal clinical finding. The displacement may at times be responsible for palpation. The apex beat is shifted to the fourth intercostal space about 2.5 cm outside the midclavicular line. Pulse rate is slightly raised, often with extra systoles. A systolic murmur may be audible in the apical or pulmonary area. This is due to decreased blood velocity and torsion of the great vessels. A continuous hissing murmur may be audible over the tricuspid area in the late second and third intercostal blood flow through the internal mammary vessels. Doppler echocardiography shown an increase in the left ventricular and diastolic diameters. The left and right area atrial diameters also increase. A third heart sound S3 due to rapid diastolic filling, and rarely a fourth heart sound may be auscultated. ECG reveals normal pattern except evidence of left axis deviation. Venous pressure, antecubital venous flexure, unaffected. Femoral venous flexus is markedly raised, especially in the latter month. It is due to pressure exerted by the gravid uterus on the common iliac veins, or more on the right side due to dextrorotation of the uterus. Venous pressure is raised from 3 to 8 centimeter of water in non-pregnant state is to about 25 centimeter of water during pregnancy and lying down position, and is about 80 to 100 centimeter of water in standing position. This explanation the fact that the physiological edema of pregnancy subside by rest alone, and distensibility of the veins and stagnations of blood in venous system explain the development of edema and varicose vein piles and deep vein thrombosis. Central hemodynamics. In pregnancy, there is no significant changes in CVP, MAP, and PCWP, although there is increase in blood volume, cardiac output, and heart rate. The reason are there is significant fall in SVR, pulmonary vascular resistance, and colloidal osmotic pressure. Supine hypotension syndrome, postural hypotension. During late pregnancy, the gravid uterus produces a compression effect on inferior vena cava when the patient is supine position. This, however, result in opening up of the collateral circulation by means of paravertebral and azagus vein. In some cases, 10% when the collateral circulation fails to open up. The venous return of the heart may be seriously crystallized. This results in production of hypotension, tachycardia, and syncope. The normal blood pressure is quickly restored by the turning the patient to lateral position. The augmentation, the venous return during uterine contraction present the manifestation from developing during labor. Regional distribution of blood flow. Uterine blood flow is increased from 50 ml per minute. In non-pregnant state, about 275 ml near term. Non-pregnant uterus receive 2% of CO and breast 1% near. The blood flow going to the organ is about 50% due to overall increase in CO. The increase is due to combined effect of uteroplacental and fetoplacental vasodilation. The vasodilation is due to smooth muscle, the lasting effect of progesterone, estrogen, nitric acid, prostaglandins, and arterial natriuretic peptide. In a normal pregnancy, vascular system become refractory to renin-angiotensin second, endothelial first, and other pressure agent. Pulmonary blood flow is increased by 400 ml per minute at 16 weeks, remains at this level till term. The blood flow through the skin and mucous membrane reached a maximum 500 ml per minute by 6 weeks. Heat, sensation, sweating, or stuffy nose complained by the pregnant woman can be explained by the increased blood flow. This session is powered by Digital Version 2.0 JVW. I hope you are satisfied with my digital session. If you have any query, please mention in comment box. I will resolve it. Thank you.